Well, hello YouTubers. So this is it, the video response, the video from the Phantom Dawn 7000. That's the way I say what's it first tilt. It's the Toshiba W-522C Hi-Fi Stereo VCR. So except what I say, but just like the Toshiba, the W-522C. So let's check this out. Right here, I got this at a dump in summer 2009. Right here, so take a look inside from the Toshiba modeled W-522C, the Hi-Fi 4-head stereo VCR. So I got this at a dump in summer 2009, so I recently does that the reverse tilt is hard to save it. So I easily get the point to save it, so otherwise the first do that. So that means since the first tilt is the first to here to that the sort of wants to save it, and I filmed it back in 2010, but I recently does that, and so the first tilt is saved. It's otherwise, you save it to the first tilt, and the sun and neighbors. Let's take a look on the inside for my Toshiba VCR. Here's right here, the inside right here is, the rest right here is, Phantom Dawn 7000 hash. So, it's otherwise the first tilt is, this first to save us to the first tilt and do that. So turn the light on to do that. So here's this ball bearing. Is the first tilt of my savers and first savers and it's otherwise in the first tilt since just like that. So right here the motor, the mechanism. The mechanism right here is otherwise the first tilt is the savers or extended savers. Here's those circuit boards. Those circuit boards are right here. So that's right here is the main right here. So this right here from made the year from 2001. So right here this 2001 motor is definitely just savers. So that's right here. That's not really sure. It was the many years ago, it's 2001. So the ball bearing is that you watch the first tilt and do that. As I used to do that, this first tilt, just do that. It's first in here, it's fourth tilt right here. It's a fourth and the same in the first tilt. So recently about the first one savers and what savers. So it's failed. The RCA VCR is failed to what this is. I can't go to keep that as a VCR. This RCA VCR. I'm not going to keep that at RCA. So I just keep those at Toshiba VCR. Otherwise, at the first tilt. Well, I'm really finding those things. I had to record the Gumball cartoon of VHS. So I guess I'll play that genre VHS instead. And here's the cheaper ones to save us. It's the Sellers T120. So that was the first tilt to that. See it test it in. Let's put a video in. Let's forge through, see what happens. So there we go. So here's those things, and the first tilt, and here's things to do that here is with the saving here, the first tilt, the savers, and so that means that the first tilt, the phone bearings is here is the first tilt to the savers, and here's the thing sheet here. Here's the video cassette is playing. It's playing its first tilt. So let's try to do that. Set it up. Let's see what we want to do. See what's going on. It's fast enough. Unfortunately, what you see that down here is the first tilt to the hand. First tilt is when you fast forward. The rewind and fast forward, it still works, still fine. The unfortunate to that right here is explained with the save is the first tilt. So otherwise, the first tilt is savers. Okay, stop. And I'll press it I'll rewind. Now, see what you can do. It works finally too. So that means, so we say was that the first tempo was still do that. So still fast enough. Unfortunately, the first time to do that, they just like the W-522C VCR. So unfortunately, do that save us to the first tilt. So it's otherwise not to do that to the first tilt. Recently, the first to do that, and otherwise it's just here the first tilt. It's the first enough of it here. It's right there. It's just stop. It's automatic. Okay, let's see and check the mechanism right here. It's automatic stop. The mechanism is right here to do it here, and then tricky with the mechanism. The mechanism right to do that save us, and it's otherwise the first tilt. First in tilt, and a very nice VCR. We checked. It works fine. So I've recently about that since the first tilt that's what I had today, but that's the first in tilt. Unfortunately, the display right here is right here display VCR Hi-Fi. So I really like Hi-Fi. This is just like the JVC VCR. So this other thing for the first tilt is the same with the first tilt. So the first tilt, and don't do that. So see the back of it. And here's right here is the first tilt. The way you do that in here is if I didn't do the first tilt, it's otherwise the way here to do that the first tilt. So recently I did that to this chord here. This chords, the chords right here. It's first to tilt, something like that. So for here is a logo name, Toshiba. Toshiba of Canada. It's probably made in Canada, to made in quality. So it's a word that's further made the Japanese, the Toshiba, the first tilt to do that first tilting. Right here, this right here, the made in Syria. That's very near of this name. It is near of here the first tilt. It's otherwise the first tilt. Well, recently, it's a very nice VCR. It's very perfect. So right here, it's very perfect. The Energy Star. So I recently did that the first tilt. It's otherwise right here to do that. Unfortunately. Well, that's about it. Looking inside from my Toshiba W-522C Hi-Fi Stereo 4-head VCR. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon and peace. And don't forget to subscribe.